These are the 15 craziest 1 in a million moments. We have rookie forward AJ Griffin. The Hawks are down by 1 with less than a second left in overtime against the Bulls. They're looking for Trey as he dashes around the court, but then sophomore Jalen Johnson has a vision for AJ. He tosses it up to him so Griffin has just enough time to catch it and swivel his body midair to get off the shot.
Instead, they'll go inside, throw up, and he got it! He got it! He got it! I don't believe it! AJ Griffin at the buzzer!
If that was Jalen's vision, then somebody get that man the basketball more often. A creative inbound with a flashy finish, all in 0.5 second crunch time. Gotta love the young players. Love the young players, but still always show respect to the veteran stars. Brooklyn is up big against the Spurs, and with no Durant on the floor, this is the Kyrie Irving show. Yuta Watanabe is known for his shooting, but I respect the shot creation attempt. And don't worry, Yuta, Uncle Drew has your back and throws down a monster putback slam. How often do we see Irving pull off something like that? First, the shooter Yuta is breaking down his defender, and now the dribble master himself, Kyrie, is firing off a putback dunk. The Nets celebrate the play like everyone else in the arena does, with both shock and joy.
I'm not sure this crowd is gonna recover.
The same would be said in the streets of Philadelphia 3 years ago. Before Simmons was watching Kyrie unlock his slashing abilities, he spent his time refusing to shoot in a Sixers uniform. But at this moment, everything changed. It's early in a game against the Knicks, and players are still loosening up, so Ben decides it couldn't hurt to let one fly. As soon as he even starts the shooting form, the announcer starts getting excited, and tension rises in the crowd.
An elbow in, beautiful knockdown.
Then when he hits it, it's like Philly just won the NBA Finals. Fans are giving a standing ovation because he finally did it. He brought the game within 1 in the first quarter. Oh, is that not what they're excited about? Sorry, sometimes I get confused. Just like Wizard player Daniel Gafford got trying to guard KD. Since we're on a string of Brooklyn players, I figured we'd have to throw in the Slim Reaper himself. Durant is packaging together an MVP caliber season and making highlights along the way. He strings together a quick hesitation dribble move and sends Gafford falling to the ground. So simple and yet so effective. Oh, I think I see Yuta in the corner there waiting for a 3. This must have been where he learned the shot crate in that Kyrie clip. It all makes sense now. Do you know what never quite made sense in terms of elite basketball moves? The Lebron James Heatles. That team in South Beach in the early 2010s was something we'll never see again. Just watch the steal by Wade, which leads to a behind-the-back pass to his teammates, who then practically hot potato it up to LeBron for the devastating slam over Jason Terry. The Jet did not deserve this. No one should get put up against that Mario Chalmers, Norris Cole, and LeBron James connection by themselves. It's like getting kicked in the face.
Chalmers, Cole, James!
Just like when Jordan McLaughlin got kicked in the face. Isaiah Jackson on the Pacers came flying in to block the potential McLaughlin 3. Can someone remind me, did James Naismith invent basketball or the next great fighting sport? Oh, actually, yeah, I found it right here. Rule number 31. A player can launch a shot towards the hoop, but will simultaneously have to avoid flying kicks from the opponent to succeed. Clearly, McLaughlin didn't read the rulebook. This is his fault, not Jackson's. And if we aren't throwing out the blame game, how about throwing some towards Jeremy Lamb for destroying an entire franchise when it comes to game winners? This 2019 highlight seriously might be the greatest Hornets moment since... I don't even know. Losing in the first round in 2016, Lamb banks it in against the Raptors from beyond half court and cements himself in the highlight history books, giving the Hornets the win and a 34-39 record. Sorry, I need to stop throwing shots at Charlotte. They still to this day have Mason Plumlee, so they don't need any more piled on. All right, I'm done. No more Hornets talk. Let's look at Atlanta again. Trae Young bounds up the court and immediately gets hedged after a screen by Levine and Ayo, except, never mind, they're both running away. Young faked a pass and it sent both the Bulls guards dashing to cover the other players. You see fakeouts work all the time in the league, but none to this extent. Look how long Trae even has to line up his shot. He waits, thinks about how he just dismantled the team defense by slightly moving, and then makes the triple. If you're not going to be able to dismantle a defense like Trae though, why not try simply going over them like Aaron Gordon? It's overtime against the Suns, and Gordon goes for the thing he knows best, dunking. He charges right at Landry Shamet and soars through the air to get the bucket. It's an unbelievable take, and you gotta love every second of it, except for the part where he actually does get a charging foul on him for it, and Phoenix gets the ball back. Maybe this highlight should actually be about the man that got his team the ball back. Shamet took one heck of a charge to try and get the victory, because sometimes you need to risk it for your team. Just like Gordon and Shamet did for theirs, De'Aaron Fox now lines up for a second free throw. He goes for the classic intentional miss and nails it. The ball hits the rim perfectly and gets sent right back to Fox to scoop it up and lay it in. That move forced overtime that the Kings would go on to win as well. These kinds of plays are the ones we as fans live for. It's such a risky attempt, and I love it every time. Another fun one was this back and forth between Donovan Mitchell and Jrue Holiday. As it closes in on the end of the third quarter, Mitchell drops in a three from deep, which you would think is the last bucket of the quarter. Except, hold on, here comes the Jrue bomb. Both guards go back-to-back in deep last-second threes and can't help but smile at each other afterward. They both knew what they did was something you don't often get to see. Do you think Buddy Hield knew he was about to make history, though? The Pacers tip off against the Cavs, and the ball gets sent seamlessly to Buddy to turn around and make a three-pointer.
Darius Garland, right from the top. Wow!
Look at Buddy Hield.
In one fluid 3-second motion, the shooting guard earned the fastest made three in the history of the game. Can you guys believe the Pacers earned both the fastest three made and fastest kick to the face in an NBA game? Buddy and Isaiah Jackson. Who knew that duo would break so many records? Before we move on, I want to talk to the stat heads out there. If you actually know the game where the earliest head kick happened, please put it in the comments. If you do not know, take a stab at it. Speaking of callbacks, is this Jeremy Lamb? No, it's SGA. As we get into our top 1 in a million moment, I feel like this is an automatic entry. Shea heaves an unbelievable shot to tie the game with just 1.4 seconds to go. The Thunder crowd goes as crazy as people are able to get in Oklahoma, but then Devontae Graham launches a shot that makes me forget all about the other ex-Hornet. Truly unbelievable. The rest of the Pelicans team goes nuts in celebration, and SGA's face says it all for the other side. We're dedicating these last two to my favorite type of play, mentioned earlier, and guys that were on absolute fire that week after Christmas. First stop, Donovan Mitchell dropping 71 points. A super happy sight to see. After finally leaving the Utah situation and heading to Cleveland, Donovan cooked the Bulls, and even pulled off an intentionally missed free throw to get it to OT. I mean, you can hardly even see him in the midst of all those big men, but somehow the 6'1" offensive juggernaut pulls it off. Okay, now here's our grand finale. One Mr. Luka Doncic had an unforgettable stretch post-holidays, and in this game against the Knicks, the 23-year-old would complete the first ever 60-20-10 game in NBA history. So literally, a one-on-one moment. He nails the missed free throw and takes it to OT to eventually get the win. As we close on this video, let's make sure to take the time to admire Luka's fun little dance. Thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw, it'd mean a lot if you subscribed and check out our other videos. Also, I was serious about the kick to the head game. I want to hear your best guesses, even if they're made up. Remember when Luka kicked LeBron James in the head and did his 60-20-10 dance? The man is coming for the throne.